Azizul is actually a winner. Yes, he is. You want to know why? Watch my video till the end. Hi guys, this is Forza Meyya. It's a pleasure to see you in my next video. Alright, so in this video, I'm also going to speak on the Olympics. Alright, so I'll be speaking on few series of what happened during Olympics. Alright, so a few situations. So if you didn't watch my previous video about one particular situation in Olympics, okay, so about the Russian team, please click above. Alright, this is the link, so you can watch it. Alright, so just last Sunday, the Olympics ended, alright, so somehow we managed to witness the Olympics, alright, with a lot of challenges and stuff, we still managed to witness the Olympics. And of course, for Malaysia, we ended with 1 bronze and 1 silver, and the silver was contributed by Azizul and the bronze was contributed by the badminton players, the doubles pair, right, Keirin and s.meyyappa. So today I'm just going to focus on Azizul. Alright, he won the silver medal. Okay, so the one who won the gold was Jason Kenny, and the one who won the bronze medal was the Dutch rider Leigh Redson. Okay, or Leigh Redson, sorry. So this is the podium situation. Okay, so of course, a lot of them were, so-called disappointed. Some were, frustrated with what happened during the race. For those who watched the race, you would know. All right. So where the so-called one particular Australian rider, Glazer, so he actually blocked people. All right. So people couldn't overtake, and that made Jason Kenny, the British rider, made a huge gap, and of course he won. Okay, so some suspected whether the British rider gave some bribe to the Australian rider, right? So let us go through this, within the next few minutes, right? So before blaming anyone, whether the British rider or the Dutch rider or the Australian rider, so you have to take note, this Keirin, okay, it's a unique event. Okay, so you will have a pacer and all the riders will be actually following behind for the first 3 laps. The total race is 6 laps. The first 3 laps, you have to follow the pacer. Okay, so nobody should overtake the pacer. And another requirement is you should not overtake any of the riders too. So before the race starts, you will do a draw lots. Okay, for the riders, there will be 6 of them. So usually those days, what they will do, they'll have a ping pong ball. So then each of them will pick the ping pong ball, alright, so which have the number. So let's say if you get number 2, you will be basically placed at number 2, you'll be behind the number 1, and there'll be number 3, 4, 5, 6. Then from ping pong ball, they switch to cards, like playing cards. So you just pick up your number 1, 2, 3. And now it's more technology based, so they use tab. Alright, so you just click on your name, your number will appear. So Azizul was actually placed number 5. Okay, so you had 6 of them. So Azizul was actually number 5. So what happened was, the requirement is, as I said, when you follow the pacer, you're not supposed to overtake the pacer, you're not supposed to overtake the front rider, okay, until the 4th lap. Okay, because when it comes to 4th lap, the pacer will be going off, then it's all on your own race, so you can overtake anyone, and that's a real race starts. Okay, until then you must just follow the same line. Okay, so usually what will happen is, these riders, when they follow, the gap between the front rider and the back rider probably will be 1 inch to 2 inch, will be pretty small. Okay, they will be just following through closely. Okay, but what happened in this case was, the second rider, who was Glazer, the Australian rider, he actually slowed down the pace. So when he slowed down the pace at the 2nd lap, okay, of course the 3rd, 4th, 5th rider, they had to also slow down, because you're not supposed to overtake. Okay, so what happened here was, the front guy, who's the first rider, Jason Kenny, okay, so he actually broke the gap. There was a gap. Okay, so the gap became huge, as you can see in my next slide, okay, or the next the photo here. The gap widened. You can even park a bus there. Okay, so the gap widened. So when it came to third lap, Jason Kenney maintained the lap. It was huge. Okay, so when it came to the fourth lap, where the real race starts, the pacer is gone. Okay, so of course now everyone can overtake, and you can start chasing each and everyone. Okay, but you have to take note the background of the riders first. Jason Kenney, who was at the front, he has actually got 6 gold medals before in Olympics. So he's generally treated as one of the legend. Okay, and with this gold medal, he is actually the person who has got or awarded highest number of gold medal in Britain. Okay, so he is actually basically a legend, considered a legend. Then the guy, the Dutch rider, Lerepsen, okay, he has won 2 gold medals before the Keirin race, okay, which was team sprint and individual sprint. So he has already won 2 gold medals. So he is also one of the person who was tipped for the gold medal contender. And of course, you had other riders too. Okay, so Azizul contending against these 2 riders is already a challenge, all right? And you have to take note, Azizul has already the pressure in the sense of, first thing, he is the last choice to get a medal from Malaysia, or a gold medal or any color. Okay, and apart from that, Azizul has to also go through a lot of challenges in the sense of a quarantine, okay, running without spectators, or cycling with the spectators and stuff, so that's also another challenge. But again, coming back to this race, so people did say, why didn't Azizul overtake from lap 4 onwards, or because you still had 3 more laps. Now after once a pacer goes off, end of 3rd lap, you can overtake. Yes, you can. The thing is that, let's say if you overtake, Azizul were to overtake and go on his own, he could have done that, but the issue would be, people usually go in the sense of drafting. It's because drafting, you would not need much energy. Okay, so the person who rides in front of you actually controls the air, so you are pretty much controlled, so no distractions, nothing. So that's what we call drafting. Even in a normal road race, you will see people go in a group, peloton, they call it peloton, right? It's because the people who are in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th lane, they would actually would not have any distractions of wind and stuff. So that's one thing, and you're already fixed at the pace, so that's one thing. So that's one way. If you were to go out, unless you're a leader, is different. Okay, like Jason Kenney, he is a leader, he just went off. But if you are now going out of this, there could be a risk of you getting tired, okay, before even going for the final lap, and there you will be losing the risk of the medal, getting the medal. So these riders, they already knew Jason Kenney is going to win the medal, gold medal. Now the race is for bronze and silver. Okay, so that's where these riders were fighting. And as you can see, once they go into the 2nd last lap, okay, that's where Azizul started to brake, because it's now do or die. Okay, so that's why he started to brake, and even at that time, from 5th place, he was trying to push into 4th place. Okay, and as he crosses, that's the situation here. For a normal rider, your mentality would be, oh my god, I already lost my gold medal, now I'm stuck in a group. Okay, I'm not sure whether I'm going to win a medal, so shall I just maintain? Okay, or some people will have the negative mentality of just giving up. Okay, this is common. So but what Azizul did here was, he had a strong mentality. Okay, rather than, he knew he will lose the gold medal, but he wanted to win the situation. Okay, again, you lose a race, but you win the situation. Okay, you win the experience, you win the situation, and that's where he had. So for you to be called a legendary rider or seasoned rider, okay, or a winning rider, okay, or winning sportsman, I would say, you need to beat the situation. Okay, the thing is that whatever has happened is out of your control. Okay, you can't do that. But now, from the 3rd lap or 4th lap onwards, it's now in your control. It's now how you're going to react to it. Okay, so this is what he did. It's like what Robin Sharma said, it's 90-10. 10% is something which you can't control. So already Jason Kenney is far ahead. It's like 1 bus, gap. Okay, if you were to put like bicycles, right, you can actually put 6 to 7 bicycles between the gap. Okay, but the thing is that Azizul knew now the choice is his. Either he wants to go for the silver or the bronze, or just be a loser, kind of thing. But he didn't. He beat the situation. Okay, with the second last lap, he gave all out. Okay, and even people were thinking he may lose to Leiretsen, okay, the Dutch rider, because the Dutch rider was actually in front. He was at the second place, and Azizul was chasing, giving all his best, and there he beat Leiretsen at the finishing lane with probably like few inches. Okay, he basically dropped his neck. Okay, and the difference of Azizul winning the silver and the bronze medal winner, the Dutch rider Leiretsen, is only less than 0.0 seconds, 0 something seconds. But the difference between Jason Keirin, the winner, and also Azizul was only 0.7 seconds, which was less than 1 second. So imagine if Azizul were to be in either number 2, okay, avoid Glazer, so long because Glazer was the guy who made it slow, right? So if Glazer wasn't there, he was behind, and Azizul was in front, obviously things would have been different. Okay, and of course Azizul would have been a potential gold medal winner. Okay, I would say he would have been a gold medal winner. Imagine he had a strong mentality of coming from the back and winning the race at the silver medal. So imagine if he would have been placed as rider number 2, and yeah, things would have changed. Okay, and of course people are blaming Glazer. He would have taken bribe and stuff. No, he's Australian. The winner is a British. So why these guys would to team up or take bribes, right? The thing is that if you are a British rider in front and the second place is another British rider or the second rider, then they will team up. Okay, the second British rider will actually so-called slow it down so that the first guy would win. Okay, that is common. Okay, but in this case, no. So you can't blame Glazer. So for me, it's also a strategic game, because Keirin is a race where you have to use tactical or strategy 50% and your strength another 50%. Okay, so in this tactic, what Glazer did was he knew he can't chase the first rider. Okay, so rather than doing that, what he thought was, okay, let's just aim for a medal. So just slow down the race, and when it comes to third or fourth or fifth lap, then we will just break it up and just shoot off. So that was his aim. But of course, everyone would have the similar mentality, right? So that's why when it came to 5th lap, everyone broke off and started chasing each other. And when it came to 6th lap, the final lap, it was like neck to neck. So that's what we call neck to neck. And basically Azizul dropped his neck and he won it. Okay, so even a similar situation happened to me when I used to run for 1500 meters. So there will be runners, because in athletics every team is allowed to send 4 runners. Okay, so sometimes what they will do is each team they will select one potential winner. They will let him to go first, and the others will actually be covering you. Any potential contenders, they'll try to cover you. So it's common. So I'll be trapped between runners. It's common. Okay, so it's your strategy how you want to come out from the trap and go for the lead. Okay, so it's common in any group-based race, okay, or mass race, I would call it. Right. So in this case, what I'm saying here is Azizul may not have won gold medal, but he won the situation, or he beat the situation. Okay, so things can happen to you in any time. So it comes back to the 90-10 rule, Robin Sharma's rule, so which is 10% is what you can't control, you just leave it. So the other 90% is how you react to it, what you can control. So that's why Azizul made it. He made it. So the thing is that even when he was receiving the medal, he was still sweating. So you can imagine how much strength he put in, the effort that he put it in. And of course, after that he cried, because he has been working hard for all this while, and this kind of situations happened. So even he admit. So the thing is that if he would to be in front, he would have won the race. So the thing is that things does happen. it's out of your control, right? But at least he won a silver medal. So imagine there were superstars like Djokovic, Osaka, or even Kento Momota for badminton, right? Or Trevon Bromell for 100 meters. All these people went back empty-handed. Okay, they were even eliminated at the earlier stage. Okay, like first round, second round, stuff like that. So imagine if that thing would happen to Azizul. So luckily it didn't happen. So we should be grateful for that. So whatever happened has happened. So we just need to congratulate Azizul for being a winner of the situation. Alright, so let's hope, fingers crossed, he can win a gold medal in the next coming Olympics in 2024. With that, have a great day. I will put more videos in coming days for some other Olympic situations or series that has happened. Right, till then, take care.